sister and my brother-in-law. My sister is a stay-at-home mom, and my brother-in-law is a business owner, and they have 2 small children. So we felt that this would be a unique house to analyze today. So before we get into it, we're going to go over the agenda. First, we're going to meet the family, problem analysis, rollout stages, rejected solutions, and conclusion. So, first of all, my brother-in-law, Chris. He's 31 years old. He's a business owner with his older brother, Tyler. They own Baumgartner's in Monroe, Wisconsin. It's about an hour south of Madison. They've been running it for 10 years, so it's a stable restaurant. In February, they recently opened up a new restaurant in Madison called OSS. It's a specialty sausage restaurant, and it's had a steady flow of business since they first opened. Chris also owns a lot of real estate in Monroe, and he enjoys boating, watching sports, spending time with his kids. Ashley is my sister. She's 26. She had a year of college, but got married and had a niece. Ashley and Chris owned a greenhouse service together, but they closed it because they wanted more kids and not just be too much work. A year and a half later, after she had my niece Alice, she had Frank. He is a funny little kid, but Ashley's a stay-at-home mom. She has a doula business on the side, and you might be wondering, what is a doula business? Well, a doula is a woman who is trained to assist another woman during childbirth and provide support to the family after the baby is born. My sister is also on the paleo diet, so she only eats what she can hunt or find, and she's an avid juicer and yogi. Now we're going to move on to my niece and nephew. Alice will be 3 in a month. She's a very active child. She likes to swim, run, and go to the gymnastics room. She's a little yogi like her mom. Alice likes to watch Finding Nemo, Toy Story, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and Sesame Street. Frank is a year and a half. He is attached to Ashley because he's still breastfeeding, but he can eat normal food, don't worry. He's a troublemaker because he likes to get into drawers. He likes to take things from his sister, and everything has to go in his mouth. He likes to watch Fresh Beat Band, Sesame Street, and Yo Gabba Gabba. Our problem statement. Ashley and Chris live 7 minutes outside of Monroe. They live in the country between 2 valleys, between 2 hills in a valley. Sorry. They like it because it's quiet and their dogs can run. Their house was designed in a unique way because the people that lived there before them actually built it themselves. So to get to a bathroom, you have to walk through a bedroom. So there's 3 bedrooms. Each bedroom through there is a bathroom. Also, there's random poles throughout the house because they needed stability. And their workroom in the basement is actually a cement box.
Alright, so in analyzing the household, we took a look at technology based on Ashley and Chris's perspective. And so what we did was use their perspective as what we know in our KISS chart. Both Ashley and Chris shared similar perspectives, and so we were able to just know what technologies were useful, which ones were in poor condition, and which ones we needed to upgrade. So one example where Ashley and Chris shared the same perspective was on the Wi-Fi, and the connection was limited to only certain areas in the house, and the internet often cut in and out. They also did not like the customer service, and in that we were able to infer that there was poor connection and they had poor service for the Wi-Fi, and we acknowledge what we can do is move the Wi-Fi, move the router, or potentially change providers. Another technology that Ashley used often was the HP laptop, and she used this for work both at home and on the go. She believed that it was big and bulky, and also the keyboard keys were really too small, so in that we were able to infer that she did need a computer. However, it would be better to have it more adaptable to her situation. So in that we could purchase a desktop computer for at home and a smaller laptop for on the go. And these are just a couple of issues we recognize. I'm going to pass it back to Sarah to go over our problems.
So Ashley and Chris gave us a budget of $5,000 to solve their 3 problems.
Hi, Professor Clampett's Information Technologies class. My name is Ashley Sokup. I am Sarah Alexander's big sister, and we are here in my office, workspace, whatever you want to call it. I call it our cement dungeon because We are surrounded in 8 to 4 feet of cement around the house. It is actually underground, and this is where our Wi-Fi modem is hooked up. It's right here, as you can see. And because we're underground, our service is horrible. It is in and out. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I'm constantly running down here quick to turn off our modem, turn it back on, unplug it, plug it back in, and hopefully just kickstart our signal. Everything that we use in the house is Wi-Fi oriented. We have an iPad, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy S4, something like that, and Roku players, and everything runs off of our Wi-Fi. So if it's touchy, the whole house does not work. Kind of a pain. And we got quoted to get it fixed via TDS, which is our provider. We would have to pay about $4,000 to $5,000, and that's just for them to do the work and not even the cleanup that we might have to have a contractor do, patching our outside walls, patching our inside walls, cleaning up their mess that they don't do.
So her stated problem is their bad Wi-Fi. As a group, we needed to find a way around their current internet provider without spending our entire budget just to have the internet cable moved to a different location. Also, we had, in addition with conversations with Ashley, we needed to find a cable provider that isn't so costly with spending $100 a month.
Hi. So, I was just trying to wash some dishes quick, and I had to run in and help my son get this game started that he really wanted to play on our iPad. And that's constantly something that I have an issue with. I know that, I don't let my kids watch a lot of TV or play a lot on the iPad, but I use them when I really need to get something done. And that is my kitchen, especially after Easter. I have a lot to work on. So I am constantly trying to help my kids get things that they need so they can just be quiet and calm just for a little bit while mommy just gets a little bit of work done. Phone calls with clients or even just some quick housework. I'm using technology to keep them occupied.
Okay, so their second stated problem is that they need to do work around the house without the kids bothering them or making it a bigger mess. As a group, we found that because there are 2 children and children do not like to share, we need to even out the technology so everybody can be happy and each child can be entertained without the help of mom and dad.
So with my husband owning a few businesses, and I also have a little doula practice that I like to work on the side, we have a hard time separating our technologies that we need for our businesses with what our kids need. So on our iPad, which used to be ours, is now our children's, and it only has their shows, their games, everything that they like to do on that. And then my iPhone, which I use a lot for my appointments, keeping reminders for myself and for clients, I now find it overwhelmed with kids games, kids shows, data overflowing with all of that stuff. Same thing with my husband, and so our laptop is basically our only adult thing, and our children are constantly, even with that, trying to take over. So we definitely are looking for or needing something that we can just keep for ourselves, that the kids have one of, that they're not wanting ours all the time. Always.